Hey guys, it's Fida and today we're going to be making oatmeal cookies. You could probably say it's a healthier version to normal cookies since in normal cookies we use all-purpose flour while in oatmeal cookies we're using oats and wheat flour which are much healthier. There are a few ingredients you can replace in this recipe to make it much healthier. Like I've used chocolate chips. Instead of chocolate chips you can go ahead and use some raisins, or instead of the normal sugar I'm using, use brown sugar or coconut sugar, palm sugar. Any of these sugars are much healthier than the normal sugar I'm using. So if you wanted a much more healthier version you can replace a few ingredients. It's a nice breakfast and snack recipe. Also is really healthy. So without any further ado, let's get on to making it. First, let's take a look at the ingredients we'll need for this recipe. I've taken 1 and 1/4 cup of oats, 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I've also taken half a cup of sugar. So I've taken normal sugar. If you want, you can go ahead and make it a healthier version by using coconut sugar, brown sugar, palm sugar, any sort of sugar you feel is much healthier. Half a cup of butter, that's exactly 1 stick or 100 grams of butter. Make sure the butter is softened, that's way it's going to be much easier to mix it. 1 egg at room temperature. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And around half a cup or required amount of chocolate chips. So instead of chocolate chips, you can use raisins or nuts or any sorts of different toppings you want. It's totally up to you. Now let's begin making it. I've taken a bowl here. I'm going to combine all the dry ingredients, the oats, wheat flour, cinnamon, baking soda, and salt. Give that a nice mix and set it aside until we prep the butter and sugar. Next, take a large mixing bowl. Into it, we're going to be adding in butter. My butter is nice and softened, so it's going to be much easier to mix with the sugar. Also, you can use a hand beater, but it's totally unnecessary. It's easy to mix it up with just a whisk. It's going to take a while, but if you don't have a hand beater, you can just mix it up with a whisk like this. Just keep mixing for a while and let the butter and sugar combine together and cream. Then we can add in the egg. Then add in the egg and mix until well combined. And if you're using a hand beater, make sure to not beat the egg more than 30 seconds. If you overbeat it, it's going to start getting really clumpy. Mix it just until it's combined and then set the whisk or beater aside. Next, we're going to be adding in the dry ingredients and folding it in. So add half of it first and then you can add the rest. Also, let's add in the vanilla extract. The vanilla extract is actually supposed to be added with the butter and sugar while beating it, but I forgot to add it in the beginning, so I'm adding it now. Add in the rest of your dry ingredients and mix together until well combined. You need a really thick dough kind of consistency like this. After that, add in the chocolate chips. Mix that together and then the cookie dough is going to be ready. Next, let's set that into the baking pan. I've taken a baking pan, lined it with parchment paper. Also, an easier method, you can use an ice cream scoop if you have one. If you don't, just use your hand and measure an equal amount for each of the cookie pieces and keep it. So just put each of the cookie balls on top of the parchment paper. Leave a lot of space in between since it's going to spread out quite a lot and we don't want it to stick together, so leave some space. Then using the back of the scoop, I'm going to flatten it out just a little. Then optionally, as a bit more of a decor, we're going to be putting in some more chocolate chips on the top. If you were using raisins, go ahead and put the raisins. Once that's done, we're going to be setting this into a preheated oven for baking. Cookies don't need much time to bake, so always keep an eye, make sure it doesn't go too crispy. Also make sure it doesn't burn. Once it's baked, we're going to be taking it out of the oven. If you want, you can let it cool for some time, but I like serving the cookies nice and hot with some cold milk. So when it is hot, it's going to be nice and soft like this. But as it gets a bit more cooler, you're going to start seeing that the outside layer is going to harden a little bit more and the inside is going to be still soft. And here our oatmeal cookies are ready. I hope everybody tries this recipe out. It's healthy and simple, a great snack. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Love cooking. Bye bye.